What's going on, everybody? This is Big Roth TV, and I'm here with a different kind of video now. This is going to be a music review, a music interview with the homie, my special guest. I've known this guy, man, what, 20 years? Almost 20 years now, right?
Yes. You
About,
want to do the math? Yeah, it's about 20 years. It's crazy.
we go about 20 years. Known my man for
A
about 20 years.
lifetime.
Yeah, man. We go back to bagging groceries.
Oh, yeah. And GA.
Yeah, making beats on trash cans, freestyles.
Yeah. School desk, all that.
Yeah. We go way back, but one of my closest friends and great music producer, and also former Army veteran.
Yeah.
Not former Army veteran, but is an Army veteran, I should say.
Yeah.
This is my man Anthouse.
Appreciate it.
What's going on, brother? Yeah, there it is.
We throw that in for you.
How's it going, man?
Everything is good, man. Still making music, never stop. I currently got 7 albums out right now, which is crazy. I can't believe I'm able to say that right now. 7 albums, got a bunch of singles out. Working on one right now. I'm down here in Florida, just trying to live life, man. But yeah, everything's all good.
Man, I've been following. I listened to the albums and the singles, and I don't want to get into it because I think that's going to be some of the questions that I have. But right. Man, I'm glad to see that after all this time, because this was a dream, man. Me and you back in the day when we were down there in the basement, we were talking about, man, we can put some albums out, or man, you gonna make this beat, I'm gonna make the rhymes, and we're gonna do it. And then it starts to not be realistic, and life happens, and then you just kind of it takes a back seat for a little bit, but you've done it. We both done it. We both done exactly what we wanted to do, man. So I'm proud to see that you're doing it.
Right after high school, it was a big gap, man. Like, I really want to do music, but then, yeah, just like you said, life happens. You end up moving, and the military happened. It was like, but right after the military, I had to get right back into it, man. I mean, right into school, out of the military, the post 9/11 GI Bill, right into college. I'm like, so got the education, man, and jump back right back into it.
No doubt.
Just motivate some people out there.
Yeah, never give up on that dream, man.
Yeah,
we're proof of it.
Living proof.
But let me get into my first question here. My first question that I have for you, and this is the typical one, man. You should probably know what's coming here. This is that brown sugar question. When did you fall in love with hip hop?
While I was super young, back listening to a lot of Timbaland, which got me really into it. Listening to his crazy style of music and beats. Pharrell, like Missy Elliott, like that era back in the 90s. Early 90s is when I was like really getting into it, and not only that, like video games too. I don't know if you remember Toe Jam and Earl. That's like,
wow.
Music, like I was sitting there. I used to be in there by myself, just listening to a lot of like music, rapping, singing, but I was more into what was going on in the background and how that was working out, So that's when I really started to fall in love with it.
Oh, I can remember for me, like the answer would be 1997. The Art of War, Bone Thugs and Harmony. So I knew Timbaland was your guy. I was thinking Luda though. You tricked me.
Nah, I'm a Luda fan. But the first album, the Word of Mouth album, Timbaland was really big on that album too. He produced a lot of the tracks on there, and so both Luda hand in hand, and here I am listening to both of them. I was always a Luda fan, and then I was always a Timbaland fan, and still to this day, either one of them drop something, I'm jumping on it.
Right
You know what I mean?
there.
Yeah.
That leads right into my second question, man. And I think you just kind of answered it. But what artist or artists have influenced you the most over the years?
Yeah, Ludacris, Ti. What other big ones are? Right now, listen to a lot of Logic. That's a big turn for me. Um, Jonah Lucas, I like the word flow, how they pronunciate,
Yep,
the delivery, like it's and also the producers that they choose for their music, like it all flows, man, and I love it. And I got playlists for days with just those artists.
true. That's a good. That's a new balance for you, man.
Yeah,
Not just the down south,
you know,
funk
not
type
the
beats.
funk and the hype. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
got to mix it up a little bit.
yeah. I remember us sitting down in the basement and thinking of all this stuff, and I'm watching you do some of your beats, and then we're in the car. You had the Ultima back in the day. And
Yep.
we listening to some of the music in there, and it's just real heavy. The real heavy thump, the old school down south,
Bass.
nothing but, and you
Big
had the
tunes in the
system.
trunk.
Get me out of here! It's too much thump in this car.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I'm
I
I'm
remember
still the same way. You still hear me coming down the street though.
that.
They ain't never gonna change.
You would get in the car and it not be too loud at first. Then you get down the street and it's like you cranked it up.
Yeah, let the neighbors know.
Man, uh, what do you hope to accomplish through your music? Like, what's your big goal?
um, I'm not trying to be famous or nothing like that, but I do want my music to be heard everywhere. I want artists to use my music. I want like movie like directors to choose my music, video game developers to use my music. Like I jump all over when it comes to different genres of music. Um, I just want my music to be well known everywhere. I don't want to be the front page, but when you hear Anthouse beats, you want to be like, oh yeah, he's on this and he does this. I can't wait to hear what's coming out next. That's what I'm like what I'm striving to do.
I like that you do the video games and incorporate the video games, and
Yeah,
that's that makes or break some of the video game experiences, man. Like, I remember playing Donkey Kong Country back in the day, Super Nintendo, and when you get to the underwater worlds where they got to swim everywhere, the music that's in the background that's playing, it sets the tone for it. So, man, that's a very important aspect besides just producing for rappers or singers or anything, to have that do something for different genres of entertainment. I like that, man. That's huge.
yeah. It paints the picture for you. It adds like a hype. You want a boss, or it adds like it's just different variety. You know, to the like different themes to the game. Because when you're playing the game, it's just quiet. It's like okay. But then when you start adding that music in there, now you're really in the game. It definitely puts a different like tone to the game for you.
Definitely. Yeah, that's big, man.
Yeah.
um my next question for you would be, what new music plans do you have on the horizon?
So currently I'm working on, and like we just talked about video games, I'm working on a whole album right now, of just video game remixes.
Hmm.
It's like a lot of people like ask, like, okay, you dropping a single here, you single here, when you gonna do a whole album? Like, I've been working on it on the back end for a good minute, you know, um, and I think it's going to be huge. Like I have some good things that's cooking right now. That's gonna like how music will put you in a place. It's
Hmm.
gonna bring up some memories. This is like some throwback games, some current stuff, and when you hear it, you're gonna be like, "Wow, oh man, wow, I remember this track."
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the next big thing that I have cooking right now.
Okay. This is gonna be album number 8.
Album number 8, Ocho,
Man.
video games, the remix. I have no name for it yet.
Okay. Okay. I I remember you were putting out the very first one, and I was like, man, I need to get on some of these.
Yeah, I remember that conversation, man. You was like, I want this,
Yeah.
the whole list. I was like, use them, man, use them.
It was the whole album.
Yeah. I love that. That's what I like, man. That's my major goal right there. It's to have that feedback from people, man. Like, oh, I need this. This is amazing. Yeah.
It started off like, I like that one, and then
Yeah.
I like track 7 and 6 and 12.
Keep it going.
Whole album by the time of it, man. My last question, well, one of my last questions. This would be the second to last one here. What would you say to an individual that's aspiring to produce music like yourself and help them get started?
Educate yourself on the music. There's a lot to it. It's like tempo, the notes, chords, progressions and things like that. But the one big thing that I had to learn myself is don't delete nothing. When you're making a track, you know, every track is not going to be a banger. Every track is not going to be like the best track that you made. A majority of it is going to be garbage. But save it because you never know. You go back and you mess around with it, then it turns out to be a banger. So
True.
don't give up, keep pushing. If you get frustrated, hit save and move on to the next. Take breaks. And that's with any career. Don't get frustrated. Just keep it going, keep it pushing. Educate yourself. Listen to a variety of different music. Don't just stick to one genre. Because that's how you come up with your own style. You listen to what you love, but listen to what everybody else loves as well, and then start incorporating your own style into your music. So
That's great advice, man.
yeah, I try.
Because I want to say it was maybe about 10 years ago. I tried to try my hand at it, and I'm still interested in doing it myself. You know what I mean? Like I do the writing of my own lyrics and that stuff, but I don't make my own beats. I have to get my beats from somebody else. But I've been interested in trying. I have like Garage Band here, and I kind of want to start playing around with that. But I remember when I went out and I bought all the equipment. I had the keyboard and I had the programs, and I think I was using Fruity Loops back in the day. And I had it was an Ableton Live and that keyboard that comes with it. And oh man,
It just looks all so complicated, right?
yes. And what made me what the mistake was is that I watched a video by DJ Jazzy Jeff, and he's I'm gonna show you guys how to make a beat, and he did it, and it was just like real quick, just punch, boom, 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 beats made. It was like 5 minutes, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy, and it's not. It's nowhere near that easy. So I have a whole new appreciation for what you do, man. Is for me, it's easy for me to write my story out. I can tell my story, whatever that story is. That's what I naturally am as a storyteller. But doing what you do, putting the inspiration behind it, making that music, that soundtrack for somebody, man, that's hard work. So respect to you for being able to do that, man. Because that's not easy.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's tough, at times, like you don't always have ideas, the beginning of making a beat is the craziest because you have nothing.
Yeah.
You got your keyboard and you start hitting notes and it's like, all right, what I'm gonna do, And then you start making patterns and you start looping something, throwing a beat here. Yeah, you can make a dope beat in 5 minutes, and or you make, you know, or it takes you a day or a week.
Yeah.
I'm all over the place. There's nothing. There's no consistency. When I'm making beats,
Hmm.
I can make a hit in like just a few minutes, or like I said, hit save and come back to it later until you get something nice.
Yeah.
But I do feel you on that. It looks complicated as hell, when you're looking into it from the outside in.
Hmm.
You as a like an artist writing, I don't have that talent, man. So props to you for that, because writing lyrics is tough, man. I can't do it. I could flow if you write it for me.
That's what I was. That was going to be one of the other questions I asked you. Is because I remember back in the day you got on the mic. You got on the mic.
I can deliver.
Do you have any plans to do that anymore? Any more rhymes?
I I sold some tracks to an artist. His name is Yazik. Uh, and he asked me, he was like, "Man, if you want to get on the track with me, let me know." And I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I don't want to, I'm just gonna stick with the beats, man." But here and there, if someone if wants to write for me, cool. I may do it. You know, I
Mhm.
have the skills to record and master it or whatever, but and that don't expect me to write anything.
I feel you.
It would just be for fun though, not a career. Just for fun. I'll feature on something.
I'm interested to get on the other side, man. But if I can, I'll stick to my lane here. I'll stick over here to
Yeah.
writing. But my last thing I wanted to get out of you here is if you could show us a little bit of your process um, that goes into making your beats.
Yeah, I can do that. Um, so this track that I got here is it's a remix I did for the video game Among Us.
Okay.
Popular game uh that came out, what was it, like a year, two ago?
Yeah,
Can't
about
remember. Um, Kids love it.
mm,
Some game you go around uh doing tasks or whatever, and there's a killer among you or whatever. Not much music is in the game. So I did make this, and I did send it to the devs. Uh, and that's when this beat actually blew up because the devs responded. This is on Twitter, by the way, and they was like, they like it. But unfortunately, we're not looking for any tracks right now. But still coming out and saying that they like it is still huge,
yeah,
and that brought a lot of attention to my music. Um, and that's when I started saying like, okay, maybe I just need to make some more remixes because I started getting a lot of questions. Um, but yeah, so let me show you what I did here.
okay,
Like I said, it's not a lot of music. So what I did was I took a sample from the game. It's just like a sound effect, right?
yep,
Took it, chopped it up, and I took those sound effects and turned it into instruments myself. So it's a big process of how I did it, but it's a very simple track, and everybody loved it. So basically, um, this is FL Studio, so you recognize this, I'm sure.
yep,
Let's see this sample right here. So a lot of people recognize that sound.
hmm,
What I did is I took that sample and chopped it up. So those dun, 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 at the end,
yeah,
cut those out, and I started playing on my piano. So that actually brought me back to this sound here. Pattern. So you can hear that same sound effect there, right?
yeah,
Cut that up. And let's see, what's this sample here? This is the boom. That's that first sound that you heard here. That boom at the beginning.
Yep.
Took it, chopped it up, and this is what I got out of it. Now, now this is the best part. The whole track. You ready?
Yep.
So you got the dings here. You got the kick here. It's the kick pattern. This is the same sound effect here.
Man, that's tough, man.
So yeah, that's a little sample of what I got there. That's you can see the process if you just looking in and there's like a bunch of dots and stuff everywhere, but it's basically the notes being played out, and you could take them, move them around, and just build your beat up right here. It's
When I was trying to use this same program, you would have. This was like teaching algebra to a baby.
yeah. Well, I mean, you could to break it down. This is it's just a pattern
Mhm.
that's repeating itself, right?
Yeah.
And then let's just add, let's see, this pattern in here, right?
Yep.
It's pretty much it. And then I added the booms here. That's literally it playing over and over again, right? Yeah, then you started throwing the drums and the kicks and all that in there. And then also I started throwing all the extra sound effects as well. It sounds like a remix now, you know? Yeah.
I like it, man. This was one of my favorite ones. I'm glad this is the one you chose to show us.
Yeah, a lot of people love this one. I had to.
Yeah.
Do it for the people.
Yeah, this one was a banger. I remember when you released this one and how big it took off. I kept seeing the shares on Twitter.
Yeah, it's still still one of my number one tracks that's playing out there. It's ridiculous. I love it.
Yeah, man. So,
Just wait till this next album drop. You're gonna be like, it's gonna be a lot of this. A lot of this. Retro games though. A lot of retro games is gonna be on there. It's gonna be dope, man.
stuff from our childhood.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear that, man. I'm all on it. I'm already subscribed on the YouTube music, so I'm gonna get the notification whenever it comes up. But,
Okay. All
right. I'm cheating, but
yeah. Yeah. Throw some. It's gonna be a little bit of Zelda in there, some Mario, some. What else I got? Streets of Rage. What else? I'm just looking at my files. Kirby, Sonic, Final Fantasy.
Man.
I'm looking at my files right now. That's what stuff I got. My recent files that I've been working on. So I can't wait to release that, man.
Man, I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
You wanna give them the where they can find you at, man?
You could find me on everywhere right now. Just search Anthouse Beats. You can listen to my music on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon, YouTube, Deezer, like every music streaming app that you could think of. My music is on there. Also on all social media, it's all the same. Anthouse Beats, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Find me on there, follow me. And I respond to, so it's, I'm not gonna leave you on red. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. We could work. I can do music for you. If you need any what's the word? If you need any exclusive tracks for yourself, for any projects, if you're rapping, singing, or if you got any projects for movies, video games, school, whatever, reels, I can make it for you. So just holler at your boy.
No doubt, no doubt. And also, I want to tell everybody that if you're a gamer and you're struggling like I am sometimes, and you need the help with the walkthroughs.
I am a gamer too. I'm a hardcore gamer.
He is a gamer, and he does play the games, and he does the walkthroughs, and he'll help you out if you're watching his videos.
Yeah. All platforms. If you want to fight me or play with me or whatever, hit me up. PlayStation, PS5, Xbox, Series X, Switch, PC. It doesn't matter, man. I got it all. So, and you see the gaming chair,
Yeah, he's ready. He's ready, man.
Pro status. You got a gaming chair. You're already a pro.
Well, man, I appreciate you for taking the time to sit down and rap with me, man. It's a pleasure.
It's an honor, man.
To see you doing this, man. I'm glad that we've kept in touch after all these years, and I get to continue to see the evolution of your music and the sound, and just see the growth, man. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you, man. Send me some shoes. Major connection you got over there. It's 11 and a half, 12. I'm just kidding.
It's a few sizes too big for you, man. You might have to wear some extra socks. Man.
Hey, man, I gotta do what I gotta do.
But all right, man, I appreciate you, man. We'll go ahead and I'll end it here. Thank you all. If you've tuned in, follow Anthony on any of the sites that he mentioned, Twitter, YouTube. Get your gaming walkthroughs. Make sure you do that. Make sure you do the gaming walkthroughs.
Yes, sir.
I'll holler at you all in the next video. Peace.
Peace.